Hey guys, today I have important information coming from the IRS and local state governments with regards to your stimulus checks and your additional $600 per week unemployment benefits. I'm going to be breaking down this key information to help address any questions that you guys are having. So if you're someone who has not received your stimulus check yet, or you have not received your additional $600 per week unemployment benefits, keep watching. What's up everybody, Michael here. Welcome back to another video. Before we get started, please be sure to like the video down below and leave a comment with your takeaways, thoughts, or questions that you have on today's video. So anyways, let's jump right into it and let's first talk about the $600 per week unemployment benefits. I've already talked about this before, so let's go over it really quick. The $600 per week unemployment benefits are part of the CARES Act, and this is in addition to your state unemployment benefits. Depending on what state you live in, you will receive a different amount in state unemployment benefits, but everyone who applied for unemployment benefits is eligible to receive this additional $600 per week money from the government. I've been getting a lot of questions because some people are receiving this $600 per week unemployment benefits and other people are not receiving it yet. Well, it's because that only 29 states are implementing this $600 per week unemployment check already. The other states have not been able to implement it yet. Why? Well, it's because they had to update their technology and their online systems in order to be able to pay out this $600 check. Before, they had outdated systems and the federal government required them to use a different portal and update their systems before they started to send out this $600 check. So only 29 states already have it. The other states do not have it set up yet. States like New York, New Jersey, California recently updated their site last week, so they have that running, but there are a number of states that don't have it running yet. So make sure to check with your local state government, go online and search to see if your government is already set up to be sending out the $600 check. If it's already set up, it should automatically be added to your other unemployment benefits. Another question I've been getting asked is, well, what happens if I haven't received this $600 check? Will I be able to receive it for the other weeks that I was unemployed? Well, yes, you will be. Whenever they get the system implemented, it'll be applied retroactively from March 29th. So you can receive it all the weeks from March 29th up until when you receive that first check, so don't worry about that. Moving on, a lot of people have said that they put their bank account information into the Get My Payment tool, but it still says that they are receiving their payment via check. So one thing to keep in mind is that the portal only updates once a day, max. So that means if you updated your information, it might not update for a day or two because they just only update it once a day. So you might be okay. Another possibility though is that the IRS doesn't have your correct bank account information or your financial institution rejected your deposit. And in either of those cases, the IRS will just be mailing your check to you and there's nothing you can really do. You'll have to wait. Another case though is if you did file your taxes, but you didn't include your direct deposit information. So normally if you just get it by check in the mail, you can use the Get My Payment tool to input your bank account information and receive it via direct deposit. However, when using this tool, you want to make sure you don't use it too often because if you try and log in too many times, you try and input your information too many times, the IRS will block you out for 24 hours. The third point is that I've been getting a couple questions with regards to why the tool says that your money was deposited but it's not in your bank account. Well, there's nothing you can really do about this right now. The only thing that the IRS has set up for this is that they'll be sending a letter to you in the mail within 15 days of it saying that the money was deposited. When you get this letter, it'll say how the payment was made, what the bank account was, and how to report any failures of payment or receiving it, or if there were any other errors with receiving the payment. So maybe it got sent to the wrong place, or maybe you received the wrong amount. And in this letter, it'll explain how to report any of these errors and how to get these issues resolved. The fourth question is, do people who receive SSI benefits or VA benefits receive the stimulus check? And yes, the IRS confirmed that these people will be receiving their check and it will be automatically deposited. The one thing to keep in mind is that a lot of people who receive VA benefits don't have to file their taxes. So the IRS is still currently working on getting these payments quickly and securely to these VA benefit recipients and the SSI benefit recipients as well. Moving on, another question I get is, can I change my bank account information with the Get My Payment tool? And the answer to this is no, you cannot change your bank account information. If the IRS already has a bank account on file for you, whether that's from when you filed your taxes using a different bank account, or if you already inputted a bank account into the tool, you cannot change the bank account you want the money to be deposited into. Well, why is this? Well, the IRS is doing this to prevent fraud. In addition to this, if by now the IRS has already scheduled to send out your payment, whether that's via direct deposit or check in the mail, you cannot change the form of payment anymore. Once they schedule it, that's it. You can't change it. So if it already says you'll be receiving a check in the mail and it's already scheduled to go out, you can't change it to direct deposit. Let's move on to the last point, which is the Emergency Money for the People Act. And this is the new proposed stimulus package, which will give people who are 16 years or older who make under $130,000 a year or less $2,000 per month. In addition to this, if you're filed jointly as a married couple and you make under $260,000 a year, well then you will get paid $4,000 per month. On top of this, for every child you have, you will get an additional $500 per month. There's other requirements to this stimulus package that they've proposed and are currently debating in the House of Representatives. And if you'd like to see more info on that, check out a video I'll include in the link below, which describes the whole package, more requirements, and everything you need to know about this new proposed package. One thing I do want to point out, though, is that this package does address a number of loopholes in the previous $1,200 one-time stimulus check package. One thing that's important is that with this new package, you'd be getting payments every single month. And in addition to this, you can receive your payment in multiple forms. You could receive it via PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, direct deposit, or check in the mail. So it's much more flexible, much more practical than the current stimulus package, which is the one-time $1,200 check. So I just wanted to make sure you keep that in mind. With that being said, make sure to get your 2 free stocks using the link for Webull in the description below. And I'll see you guys next time.